This is Two Takes, One Marriage.
I'm Jonah.
And I'm Susan.
We'll be talking about whatever is on our minds.
The random thoughts, the funny stuff, and the conversations that probably didn't need microphones.
Real
love, real life,
really funny.
Welcome back. How you doing, babe?
Tired.
Yeah, you've been working hard today.
Yeah.
Wanna tell everyone what you did today?
Well, I got off work early today. And Susan's dad ordered us a sink and got it shipped to our house. Because the one we had was like 6 or like 7 inches deep. And
More like 5 and 7, or 5 and 6.
5 and 6 inches deep.
Mm-hmm.
So we dropped that sink and went to a 10-inch sink. And it was my first time doing the sink. So
how'd it go overall? Pretty easy? Pretty difficult?
yeah, it wasn't too bad.
How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10? Difficulty for the at-home listeners.
Well, it's definitely something that someone has a little experience in construction work. Would definitely benefit more. But I'd probably rate it like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? Good. Pretty easy peasy. Okay, any updates with sports?
The disaster continues. The Braves. We had another starting pitcher go down with an oblique, Mr. Strider. So we have a strong top of the lineup batting, but we have kind of holes in our bottom part of the lineup because of injuries and the whole jerks and suspension and everything. So we'll see. First game is on Friday. So first official game. So and we've had some good pitchers in spring training. So we'll see if they meet the rotation and see what they do in the actual season.
And my March Madness bracket with my work, I'm ranked 34 still until these games this weekend. Actually, it'll be the game tonight when this comes out. If Alabama wins the game,
they played tomorrow or Friday. It's Friday.
They do play Friday. This comes out on Friday.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying they play today because this comes out. So, yeah, hopefully they win because if they can win, that'll be good for my
bracket.
Yeah. Yep. I have a 0.04% chance of winning, but I highly doubt I'm gonna win. A lot of people
picked Arizona to win.
Yeah.
In her company. So
yeah, Arizona, Duke. There's some people who would pick Florida, and those people are just
bounced
out. They're out for the count.
And there's like one other person that picked Alabama.
I think there's 2.
Oh.
2 other ones.
Well, we'll see. We're going against Michigan, so
Yeah.
a little tired out there. And we shoot like we did against Texas Tech.
It was so here's my thing. It was either I picked Georgia go all the way or Alabama. I had to stay within the home teams of our home.
The house
teams. Yes, the house teams. Yeah. It wasn't about to pick someone else. The only other people I think I would pick are like in Utah. That's the only exception because I have lived out there.
But both those teams got bounced too, so.
Well, Utah State won theirs and then they lost their second game.
Yeah.
But they at least won their first game. BYU did not win their first game. And I at least had them winning their first game. So
I think they lost by that much, though.
No, I think it was like a few points.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, but it also
they
should have been able to.
A loss is a loss in March Madness. You lose and you're out. So.
Yeah. All right. Today.
It's really called March Madness.
Yes.
Sorry. Moving on from sports to the topic of the day.
One of the things is, like, I wait so long before speaking because I'm waiting for his his brain to fully complete the processing of whatever he's thinking. Because there have been times, multiple times, where I think he's done and I'm about to talk, and then bam, he starts talking again. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't start talking. Yeah. So that's that happens a good bit between us. But
A lot of it's fatigue, and some of it's just because I analyze over and over again sometimes before I respond to the things.
yeah. And sometimes it does make for a funny moment
Yeah.
because
I mean, we're supposed to have laughs on this pod. Anyway, so.
yeah. But there have been times even on this podcast that it's been like that's what people laugh about the most, that like when we're kind of argumentative, like somewhat cutting off, I guess. I don't know. But like disagreements like
Disagreements.
the Winter Olympics.
Yeah.
That's probably the funniest thing that has happened so far, supposedly. All right.
It's a pretty good moment.
It was. All right. So, question.
Answer.
Are TV shows better than movies?
I'll just say yes.
Do you like a TV show better than a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. So your thoughts on Harry Potter
That's what
TV
I
show?
was figuring what was about to come up.
Well, that wasn't part of the
No,
that
I
wasn't
saw the little teaser trailer that they dropped. Yeah, so I honestly on that, I just feel like it might have been a little too soon, but we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna watch it and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Why?
I wasn't planning on watching it at all. I was like, no, you're not gonna do this. These are the movies. These are the characters we know and love. You're not. It would be one thing if they were doing like
Well, I mean,
a
like for
spin-off.
the first two seasons, it's gonna be the first two books, and they're the shortest, so it's like we're not gonna be seeing much different than the movies. We have a different guest today, by the way.
Oh yeah,
The other cat.
we have the one that never shows
But
around anyone.
when you get to season 4 with the Goblet of Fire, that I'm excited to see what they do with, because they changed so much and they took so much out of it in the movie. So and also the Half Blood Prince and um yeah. So
I understand that they can be more um resourceful, like being able to use the book and to make it put like even more details into it. But at the same time, it's a classic. So why are we messing with what's a movie that you really love? Because like yes, Marvel's movies, they do have like spin-off that are TV shows, but like imagine if they decided they wanted to redo the whole Marvel movies into a TV series.
I mean,
It would just be trash.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be as good as the actual movie.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was gonna say earlier when you asked me that question, it depends on what it is.
Okay.
Because if it's a book
Well, I can
coming
also tell you a TV
to
show.
live action, I would say I'm excited for shows that come out because they can put more detail into it.
So City of Bones that
Yeah.
we have to read together. That got turned. It was supposed to be a movie, but I think it got turned into a TV show or vice versa. That, and sorry if you guys like this, but me and Holly Jane both hated it. It was terrible.
What it was turned into the show?
No, it just the making of it. I don't think it would have been better if it was a TV show. Like it was just bad.
Well, they turned it from a TV show to a movie?
I can't remember what they did, but
Oh.
it was originally supposed to come out, I think, as a movie, but then they made it into a TV show. I'd have to look it up. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
The worst movie
it
ever
is terrible.
that was a book is Aragon.
Well,
That is the worst, in my opinion, that is the worst book that was made into a movie.
Also, what were the books that were made into a TV show that, like, nobody liked? Or no, no, no. No. Okay. It was Divergent.
Yeah.
Some people really loved them, and some people were like, "No, that's not it."
I never read the books, so
I read the books,
did
and
you see all the movies or
uh-huh, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fine with it. It wasn't too bad for me.
I heard it wasn't very, like,
That's what I'm
very
saying.
good compared to the books, so
Yeah,
that's what my sister was saying, so
yeah, because again, that's the only bad thing about reading a book before it comes and gets turned into a movie or a TV show or anything. You make the character in your mind. Each person has a different character that they see.
Yeah.
And so when they get casted and they're not the cast that you want, or it's not that great because then you're just like, ah, this isn't what I signed up for. Like this is we because here's the thing, kind of like with live action Hercules, live action Tangled, live action XYZ, like all of them, they have all been like there's been a ton of people that said, "Oh, these people would be perfect for the cast. These people would be perfect for the cast."
Yeah.
And it changes based on that what that person thinks and sees.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Oh, this person would be perfect for this role."
Yeah.
And so that's what happens when you read the book and then it gets turned into a movie. The actors that they pick based on the actors that you know about or that you would have thought would work better, they're not going to pick. And so then that kind of kills it for some people.
Well, I mean, a lot of things have killed it recently when they obviously are making castings based on color of skin, so
That doesn't, I'm also talking hair color.
yeah.
Like they've put people who don't even have the correct hair color.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just skin, it's hair, it's other features that, again, someone else would be like, "No, this person would have been better pick." Well, it doesn't matter. Like, there's always people who think that there's better. Okay, so with that being said, you think TV shows are better than movies overall, right?
Overall, yeah.
Okay. So, what kind of watcher are you?
But you elaborate on that question?
Like, would you binge versus slowly watch it? Or would you try to binge it all, get as many
If it's a
episodes
new
in?
TV show I haven't
And
seen before and I get sucked in, I binge it.
okay, and then genres you like?
Uh, romantic dramas, action, romance mixed in,
Yeah. So if you had to go
and
to like,
realities.
you know how right now in our world we are so accessible to TV shows, they're on demand. Could you imagine? I don't know, maybe you have, because sometimes there's certain, not everything gets released immediately because they're still in production of making certain things, and
Mhm.
sometimes they have a weekly release, you know, like, like Hulu.
Yeah.
Shows that come on Hulu that are, like, new shows, and they get aired, like, on ABC or whatever, and then they come out after they've aired, so they'll be on the stream the next day,
Yeah.
but
Or they'll be on the stream when they're showing it on TV.
yeah, and it's like that's when you can watch it, but you won't get to watch the next episode, even though it might already have been filmed.
Yeah.
They just aren't gonna release it, and you don't know it until the next one. Okay,
Yeah.
so do you think you could go back to potentially watching a weekly episode instead of binge watching it?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So if we were to like not you were only allowed to watch, let's say, Psych, okay?
Uh-huh.
You have it all out, but you can only watch an episode 1 week at a certain time on on that exact day. Do you think you could do it?
Like going back to the
Even if you
or
have
like I had
you
all the DVDs,
you have all the catalogs, you have everything.
but I can only watch it
You
on
can
like a Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Yeah, like what
Okay.
it would normally do.
I could do that.
You think you could do that?
Yeah.
And have, like, a set time?
I mean, because that's what I did when I was a kid.
Yeah, but now you're so at your fingertips, you know? You have all of them. What's to stop you from watching the next one, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more enticing, and it would be a lot harder to stop yourself. I'm just saying. Like, what are your thoughts?
I think I could have no self-control to only watch.
You think so?
Yeah.
But, like, you have to then set up, like, a whole schedule. I don't know. I feel like I could, but at the same time, I'm
You're the one that goes back to the 90s, so you can totally do it.
I don't know. I feel like I could, but I don't know if I actually could. 'Cause then I wouldn't be able to watch them. Now, keep in mind, in the 90s, we did have things on DVDs, seasons on DVDs, so I could watch a season on a DVD. So
Wait, were DVDs a thing in the 90s?
when I was a child, we had DVDs.
Yeah, that was the 2000s.
I was born in the 90s,
Yeah.
and they had DVDs. I was born in the late 90s. I'm not talking early 90s. I'm talking late 90s. Late 90s.
I thought the DVDs were a thing until.
Would you like to look it up?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm pretty sure.
I could be wrong. I never actually looked it up though, so.
1995.
Okay.
Yeah, no. They were invented and developed in 1995 and first released on November 1st, 1996 in Japan. Now, it might have taken a minute for it to come over here.
Yeah, it could have been in Japan
But-
for a while before it came over.
Come out in US.
This is the same time frame.
1997.
So the
Actually,
year you were
March
born.
24th. It was actually yesterday.
Wow.
Yesterday,
It was the
28 years ago.
anniversary
Yesterday.
of when DVDs came out. And now it's just all airwaves on streaming platforms.
Yeah. Yeah. So there were DVDs. I was like, no, there were DVDs before I was.
When did VHS come out? That had to come out like the 60s
Okay.
probably. Or
What do you what is your guess on that? Like, give me an
I'll say 1968.
You're going 1968?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go with
In the 70s?
mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. I'm pressing enter now on the search. I am so smart. I should go like
What was it? What?
August 23, 1977.
Okay, so it was this is when Star Wars was coming out.
The VHS tape was developed in, where do you think?
Japan.
Correct. Everything we have in this world, it's from other countries.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of US
Well,
made things. Just FYI. Especially when it comes to technology.
I mean, like we have companies from here, but
Yeah.
all their stuff is made
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Well, because our technology, I don't know what it is, but our technology is behind. But I don't know what it is, but whatever. So, developed in Japan in the early 1970s, released in that country on September 9th, just my mom's birthday, 1976, and in the US on August 23, 77. So
Wow.
it took almost a full year before we had the technology here. Crazy. That's wild. But yes, so
There you have it.
there's your little trivia for the day. So I don't know.
I was almost a decade off.
Yeah, almost a decade off. But yeah, I don't know. I think I could do the weekly watching. I think that I would use the DVDs though to binge watch. And that would be my thing. Okay. So I know the answer to this question. Do you rewatch shows?
All the time.
I do. What are your go-tos?
I got to so I go back and watch my favorite episodes of Psych, and I'll go and restart Heartland. And then sometimes I go to my favorite episodes of that too, just in the moods I'm feeling. And see if there's another big one. Like I rewatch a lot of other shows, but like the big ones are probably those two.
Okay. Watching alone versus with people.
I like watching things that like I love showing people shows, but I don't mind watching things alone if
Well,
it's something
what's your
immersive.
preference?
Well, if it's something new, I love watching it like with you or family,
Okay.
which you are family. But if it's something I'm rewatching it, just put it on and watch it.
Okay, so what are your top 3 to 5 shows of all time?
Top 3 to 5 shows of all time. Psych, Heartland.
Top 3 was Heartland, Psych,
Yeah.
favorite.
And it's hard pick. I'll go a classic and the Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. So, what are some shows that you would not watch again?
Shows that I won't watch again. Glee. I'm just kidding. I'm probably gonna get a death look for that one. No, I don't know if there's any shows that I won't watch again. Honestly, I mean, there's shows that I've started that not finished.
Was it you didn't finish them because you forgot about them, or you didn't finish them because you didn't like them?
They just didn't pull me in as much.
So, do you remember what the shows are or no?
Not really.
Okay. And what is a show, in your opinion, that went downhill? Like, are there any shows that potentially, like, they were going great and then all of a sudden they, like, tanked it? AKA Grey's Anatomy.
Well, man, that show's been going on for way too long.
Agreed. It's been going
Um,
on way too long. I loved it, but now it is basically just fully drama.
yeah.
It's rarely anything about medicine anymore. It's just drama based. And I'm fine with drama, but there's this I'm not trying to watch a telenovela.
Yeah.
You know, a telenovela, for those of you who don't know, is very dramatic. You have when someone is angry, like it is so dramatized about how angry they are. It's crazy. You're like, this is not you know it's not real TV because of it. That's where we're getting. It's so drama like it's just not even worth watching.
Yeah.
Like I'm not caught up on it and I probably never will get caught up on it.
I never finished the show, but I heard that Lost fell off at the end.
Lost had potential,
Yeah.
but it went a different way than what people kind of wanted. Spoilers for Lost if you haven't watched it and want to watch it. I believe it's because at the end of it, they didn't get rescued.
Yeah.
They found out that they actually died.
Yeah, they've been dead the whole time or whatever.
Yes. And I think people didn't like that because they wanted a
A happy
happier
ending.
ending where
Yeah.
everyone went home
Yeah.
to their loved ones, like, But at the same time, it's like it's the in-between world. Like they were in the in-between waiting on their time to go through. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not mad about it. I was like, "Oh, dang, here I am." Like, that was such a big twist to me, and that was like it wasn't a bad twist. It was just a twist, and I was like, "Wow, I did not expect that at all." And I feel like that's what a TV show is supposed to do from time to time. It's
Yeah.
supposed to give you a twist. You shouldn't always know the outcome. If that's the way that it is, then what's the point? of making any new TV shows or anything new, it's if it's just gonna be the same Blaine story over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, do you have any favorite characters
Oh, Mop the Rip, Zuko. One of the best characters of all time.
of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting that you would say that. I don't know if I would call him the best of all time. Also, let me list my shows: Gilmore Girls, Scrubs, The Office, Glee, and I don't know. I think that might be it for me. Those are the ones that I have rewatched multiple times and will continue to rewatch. Glee is like my all-time kind of favorite one because it's like a musical. It's like multiple music and it varies. Like the music is different genres, different everything. So if I want something, cause like maybe I don't know what I want to listen to, you know, there's not a certain music that's really pulling me. If I watch the TV show, the music is throughout it, kind of like a musical, but there's also this dialogue and this other sort of drama happening in it that makes me like not completely disengage, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But so my favorite character, I think, is Michael from The Office. Oh no, I take that back. I think it's Jim.
Jiminy, Jimmy.
Jim. I think it's Jim. Okay.
Not Jim.
So would you want a reality TV, like full reality, or scripted? Reality TV versus a scripted TV reality show.
Oh, full reality.
Full reality?
Yeah, the scripted stuff you can tell it's scripted.
Yeah, you think so? Okay, old shows versus new shows.
A lot of the old stuff is way better.
Agreed. I agree. So what would you consider your comfort show?
Heartland.
Heartland? My comfort show is Gilmore Girls. There is something when you lay your hand down, there's something stabbing me really, really bad right there. Kind of giving me an irritation of some kind. All right.
Back to the bot.
What show, if you could, would you watch again for the first time?
If I could watch again, Psych, Heartland, Avatar,
One.
The 100.
Just pick one.
You can't make me do that.
Yes, I can. I'm doing it right now. I'm making you pick one. Right?
If I was gonna watch one again for the first time, oh, I haven't even mentioned Chuck. I would probably watch Chuck again for the first time.
We haven't even finished it.
Yeah, I know.
You know that,
We're
right?
still in the middle of that.
We have. It's been completely lost.
No, I mean, like, we're still in the middle of rain. We haven't watched rain in a long time.
I know because you get on these kicks,
Yeah.
and sometimes you'll want to watch TV shows. Most of the time, you don't. Okay, so what has the best intro theme? Mine is Rain. Not gonna lie.
It's a good one.
They all need something to hold on to. They all.
Psych's a really good one though. I think I'll put Psych there.
Alrighty.
It's fire.
What show would you live in?
I would live.
I live in The Office. I know certainty. I would not want to live in Rain because I don't know if I would live or die.
Oh,
I
I
wouldn't.
don't know if I would want to live in Canada or live in the land of Avatar and be a bender of some kind.
Yeah, but that's even if you survive
Yeah.
the Fire Nation. That's why I'm
The
saying.
war against the Fire Nation.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I wouldn't want to be in Rain because I don't know the outcome of if I'll live or die.
Yeah, but
In
like
The Office.
in Rain, they're scheming and plotting to kill. Everyone's trying to kill each other there.
Yes, And there's no one trying to kill anyone in the Avatar?
Yeah, but you know who everyone's against one thing.
I
and
know
rain
everyone's
is
against
like
one
all
thing.
over the place.
I know.
So
I know,
I'm just saying
but
it's
still, your city, your town could get attacked by the Fire Nation, and then you're done.
not if I'm a boss like the Avatar team.
But you're not. You just get to live in it. You aren't one of them. It just says to live in it. That's why I would choose The Office because
I would live on the Heartland Ranch then.
yeah, it's a little safer.
It's a lot safer.
Yeah, and you would get to ride horses.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that would be bad. Yeah, I'd choose The Office because you'd be pretty much contained. Pretty much the only real accident you have to look out for is Michael. Other than that, you're pretty good.
I can't believe I forgot about Chuck. My brain is so foggy tonight, I guess.
Okay.
Taking a long time to respond to her questions.
All right. What 2 shows would you recommend to the audience?
Very family friendly. Mentioned it probably 20 times. Heartland.
Heartland is family friendly for
It's a teen.
teenage.
It's a teen drama.
Yeah, it's. I would say you can let your child watch it 14 and up.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want an 8-year-old watching it because I do think they say some cuss words.
No.
Yeah,
I mean, they say H and D a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Well,
I mean, if
but then
it's definitely a teen drama.
Yeah. But then you have people kissing and like people cheating and all that.
So what 2 shows would I recommend?
What 2 shows would you recommend?
And then I would recommend Psych.
So
Well, I mean, I feel like everyone's seen Psych and Avatar, so I'll just go with Chuck.
Chuck. And Chuck is rated for
Definitely
18 and older.
late teenagers.
Yeah, 18 and older for sure. It would be my recommendation. I don't know.
No, it's not like
I wouldn't want my own child watching it. Like, I'm thinking of if my 16-year-old wanted to sit and watch Chuck, I'd be like, that's a big fat no. Like,
my
wait 2 more years.
16-year-old, but I feel like they're old enough.
Yeah, but no, I don't know. I guess I just necessarily. There's like just certain things that
There's a lot of jokes and
yes, and I'm not that I want my child to stay like unknowing or like
yeah,
that I want my child to be what's the word? Unaware, like innocent, quote unquote.
bubbled.
Yeah, I don't want them to be bumbled. I want them to have knowledge. I want them to have the understanding of things, but at the same time, I want them to enjoy their childhood for as long as possible. I don't want those things to be not that they wouldn't be in their mind at 16 years old, but at the same time, if you're seeing it happening on screen and you're seeing it all around your school and everything like that, you're more influenced. So for me, it would be like let's kind of not have it so much in the home so that way does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. That doesn't feel like I made sense, but I made sense to me. And that's what matters. So my 2 show recommends would be Gilmore Girls. Same thing. I would probably say 16 and up for Gilmore Girls, potentially 18, depending on the season. Why are you looking like that? Why are you smirking like that?
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Say what you're saying. Say what you're thinking. What are you thinking?
I mean, I guess there's
I didn't watch the Gilmore Girls till I was.
Let's say 13 and up for Gilmore Girls.
Okay. Again, you have to think of later season. You have to think of it as a whole.
But I haven't really seen much of it, so.
Okay, then you can't say anything. See right now? Oh my goodness. Okay. The second recommendation I would say is Glee. And Glee, I would put 16 and older.
Yeah.
Just because of language and the topics that are on it.
And teenage.
And it's
sexual activity.
I wasn't gonna say the word, but okay. Go for it. Um, that's a topic. That's considered a topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's within the first few episodes, so truly should be high up there. But it is based on high school, so it'd be relevant to, you know, 17-year-old, 16, 17-year-old. However, if you're a parent, watch it first. Use your own discretion for your child. These are just our recommendations.
Shout out to Sean.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to Sean. He does that very well, and that's good because, parents have their own feelings on certain things.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
All right, that was all that I had. I don't know why this felt like a teeth pulling episode, but it did.
It was an interesting episode.
I think it's just because we're both tired.
Yeah. Sorry for the
Yeah, it was.
drowsy and tiredness of us this week.
Yeah, it wasn't. This one also wasn't the best. I thought it was going to be a nice episode and pretty funny and interesting, but it kind of turned out not the way I anticipated.
Well, I couldn't think of shows, and then it took me like 20 minutes to figure out what shows I was trying to talk about.
I know, and I don't know why, but I thought it would be more quick. I don't know. I just feel like I'm bad at picking our topics because all the topics make you think, and it's not like rapid
Okay.
fire. Like it's not like the getting to know us episode. That was purely bam, bam, bam. Like we were on it. We were finishing each other's sentences. We were very
Yeah.
it's very fun. We had a lot of laughs. We had a good time. But this one, it just felt like it was kind of pulling teeth a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And I also was illy prepared for it. I just thought that, oh, this sounds good. I like this. I like this. Now, I guess if it was the other way around, you giving me things about TV shows, I think it might have been a little bit different, a more different outcome. But
We did find out facts about
I mean, we did
when
learn.
certain things came to light.
Yeah, we did.
So-
We did have some trivia. So if you go to a trivia night and they ask those questions and you get them right because you listened to this,
There you go.
let us know in the comment and also give us some credit.
I'm surprised those aren't on more trivia.
Is it? Well, it depends on the
Categories. I don't know. Yeah.
trivia categories.
Yeah.
Should that be an episode where I just give you trivia questions?
I mean, that'd probably be a good episode.
Okay.
I don't know how well it'd do, depending on the topics that we do. So,
Well, it would just be trivia like you would get at like anywhere else. It's probably going to be a mix of things. I wouldn't do a specific category unless we wanted to do it that way.
that'd be fun, though. Just give me random things and see if I know anything about them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah? Is that all you had, babe?
Yeah, I just said that. That was all I had. Then we went on a
There you go.
tangent.
Yeah. Advice of the day: men, learn how to do things around the house because it comes in handy when your wife needs you to do things.
Did you just say it comes in the handy?
Comes in handy.
Oh, I thought you said come in the handy.
No, I said comes in handy when your wife asks you to do things or your father-in-law sends a sink. So
I asked for that.
I know I'm just messing. It wasn't just a surprise. Like
We knew it was.
she was in contact with them and
Yeah.
we picked out the sink we wanted.
Well, I've been talking to him because I usually go to my dad when it comes to like appliances because we're still new to home owning.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, Dad, what do you know about this manufacturer, this appliance name brand? Like,
But we did get to
what's the
wash and dry
difference?
on them, didn't we?
Yeah, but there weren't very many selections.
No.
So that was a bit easier, and they're
Yeah.
all kind of mass produced by the same company.
Yep.
And they're usually it was like within the top 3 brands that were good companies. But sinks, you have like 20 million sinks companies. It looked like there were so many sinks up there. But yeah, so I asked him to tell me which one would be the best, and then we went and we looked, and we actually said we like this one. And I said, hey, what about this brand? And he said, that's a pretty good brand too. You'll be good going there. Shouldn't be any problems like issues with leaking or anything like that. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
Thank you for putting it in. I appreciate you so much.
I had fun doing something new. So
Yeah.
that's something I like to do is teach myself new things. So
Well, and I also put you to work around the house a lot.
sorry for the
See you next week.
mellow episode, but
Yeah,
for
next week hopefully it'll be a little bit better.
more lively.
This week we're just tired and ill prepared.
And maybe I'll take a nap before next episode, so then I'm gonna be ready.
I don't think you would be, but we could try. We could try. I think you'd be even more groggy. Just
No,
really
right before, like when I get home from work
Yes, you took a nap on Monday and you slept until 7. You don't remember that?
on Monday.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
when I
No. I didn't take a nap until like 4 o'clock.
well, I know, but
It was like 4:30 before I actually like laid down and go to sleep.
yeah, because you come home and then you
No,
you
a
unload
lot
and
of
you
the
do
other
stuff.
times I fall asleep at like 3
Yes, and then you don't wake up until
until you get home.
yeah, but then you're still
We're going on Launch
groggy.
Engines.
Sorry, yeah, these are all personal.
We'll probably cut half of this out anyways.
This is our at-home actual
Yeah.
conversations. These are how we actually talk. But okay,
Well, maybe
yeah,
I
I
should leave
guess.
some of this in, but whatever.
Probably will. So you want to go to bed at 2, like well, as soon as you get home. That's putting you at like maybe 3, so you get a snack. Put something on. Fall asleep at 3. Wake up at 5.
Or 5:30 or whenever you get home.
Yeah, but the thing is that doing the podcast, we need to make sure that it's dark outside.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be waking up. It's gonna be an hour or so after I wake up.
So we need to do it at like 8 o'clock because that's when the sun's setting
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But then in the summer, when the sun sets later, then what will we do?
Well, I just heard that.
Some curtains.
Yeah, we can get curtains. I just heard that we're not. I don't think that we're changing the clocks back now.
Since when?
That's what one. That's what my foreman was saying today. Was that they passed
Yeah, but
for
that's
Atlanta.
starting.
It's gonna be Atlantic Standard Time.
Okay.
So
So, so just Atlanta or the whole state of Georgia?
no, it would be the whole state of Georgia.
Okay, so
But I don't know.
Georgia, Arizona, and what's the other state? I think there's one other state.
I don't know if it's just Georgia or not.
Mm-mm. I'll have to look into that because that might have just been hearsay because they've
Yeah,
been saying
they've
that.
been saying that,
Yeah.
but like it would make no sense if it's just us because we have.
Arizona doesn't do it.
No, I know Arizona doesn't do it,
Well, that's what I'm
but
saying.
like
A state
where?
do it.
Yeah, I know, but
So
like,
it wouldn't. I'm asked. That's why I asked Georgia, or are you saying the
I think it
whole
was.
U.S.? That's why I was explaining.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, what?
Oh my gosh, I can't with you anymore. Okay, we gotta end it sometime. All right,
Bye.
bye.